All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Check right. Watching you five. You're trapped. You're trapped.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Watson being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Defense, let's go. Watch out. Let's go.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 10-2 stop.
I smell fear in that offense.
Get it ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
90
I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
absolutely
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rock it.
On second down, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Ready.
Check, 55.
Roll out. General West. Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Come on now.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Let's go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go. Shoot.
This is Harris. And an alley to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
They cannot block us.
A great effort there. 37 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, Roger, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch that. Out.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long time.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, 24. 22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
Throwing again is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Slam, slam, slam.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ready to
The
break.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Look, squeeze.
2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And Wilson has it. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Ready, set.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you. Go.
On 1st down, Harris.
Watch the twist.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
What's the old expression,
That's how
3
we
yards
do,
in a
D. That's
cloud
how we
of
do. They don't
dust?
wanna know.
In this
They don't
case, it's
wanna know this.
dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Set.
Still a nice
30
play
base.
by the defense.
Yeah.
6'6", pull it high. Hey, lock it.
Patch it.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 54 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Keep playing hard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw is Watson. He's got Fuller. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Set. 19.
Mike 50.
Watson on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Check. 19. Check. 154.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
All that Q stuff, that ain't
Well, so
working.
many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Good job.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Down.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
Check nickel.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Watch the pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Harris. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready.
The last run good for 2.
stop.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 49, check 49.
Look at me. Door.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's it, baby.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Let's get it.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, 31.
They'll try to punch it in to Miller. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you can play action, throw the ball, say commit to the run, and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a big play there for Miami. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go, 37's the mic.
Ready?
On third down, here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Come on, fellas.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, Not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
18! Alert!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Good job. Good job, Harry. Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Whip.
Watch the Leo. Get it.
They run with Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he hits Drake. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Miller. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Completes it to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Shoot!
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get 3 down of the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Finding Harris over the middle. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Joseph is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set. 19.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
25.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Kill, kill, kill.
55.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Kill, kill, kill.
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, John!
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I got it. Let's go, Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Put it on.
Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Come on,
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
Harris.
Bang, 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 bang.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the